On Thanksgiving, what do you prefer, dark meat or white meat? Which is better? Well, it depends. So for the market, two chart patterns are developing that everyone should pay attention to. Which pattern is going to be more decisive? Let's take a look. This chart of the S&P 500 shows 3 points marked as top. Some will look at only two of the points on the right-hand side and call it a double top. Others will look at all 3 points and call it a triple top. In any case, whether a double top or a triple top, it's a bearish pattern. The chart shows that the time between the 3 tops is not very long. The chart shows that the price excursion from the 3 tops is small. The foregoing 2 points make this bearish pattern a low quality bearish pattern. Now, the chart also shows a point marked as a shoulder. The chart also shows a point marked as head. And the chart also shows a point marked as possible shoulder. These 3 points form an inverse head and shoulders pattern if the market does not go below the head. An inverse head and shoulder pattern is a bullish pattern, but this bullish pattern is also of low quality. So which pattern will prevail? Is it going to be a topping pattern, or is it going to be head and shoulders showing a bullish pattern? Well, let's take a look at our charts. We're looking at the 6-month daily chart on the spiders, and I've already drawn in the 3 tops here, 1, 2, and 3, and then the possible left shoulder, head, and potential right shoulder. So, looking at this chart, in my opinion, the topping process has already occurred. So I think that that has proven to be factual with the topping process there, and then the downtrend that we're experiencing now. So in my opinion, the only thing that remains to be seen is this going to be a head and shoulders pattern, and are we going to move up from here? In my opinion, I think we are currently in a downtrend here. I don't think that this shoulder is going to hold at this level. I think we're going to come back down here and perhaps test this prior low there of the head. But per definition, if the right shoulder does not move further down than the head, then it is a head and shoulders sort of pattern. In my opinion, it's going to be an ugly head and shoulder pattern if that is what occurs. But I think that's what the probabilities are, and I'll show you why. Moving here into the MAC, we can see that this bottom was at this point here, and we've run up, and we're starting to head down. Now, we have a little reflection here, but the reflection is very weak, and I tend to think that this reflection is going to go maybe sideways for a while and perhaps break down. Not necessarily in that fashion, but at some point here in the near future. And I think that's indicated with the histogram that we are still heading on down. Into the price rate of change, the slow line is starting to arc over in this level there. And I think that the fast line you can see is hitting there, there, and there. I think that it's really starting to run out of fuel here, and it's going to turn, and I believe that the fast line will probably break through the slow line at some point and head down a bit, showing here the relative strength. We're still under 50, so we're still relatively weak. Now, the stochastics, in my opinion, is another big clue. Fast line has already come through, and even if we do head back up here, I think it's going to top out at some point and break down. Again, this is just all probabilities looking at the charts here. So volume's not going to tell us much. The Williams is indicating that things are heading down. We have had a slight uptrend, but I think that that's only brief, and I believe that we'll probably continue on down here. So moving back up to the price chart, I think that the head and shoulders will probably hold here and not go below that 260 level. And some of the clues that I've given to you with regard to the future of the market was in Friday's market update. So go and watch that, and that'll give you some more information here. But I think we're going to be trading in between, say, this channel here, 260 low, 280 at the high, and we'll have some volatility as we go sideways. Think moving into the holiday um, trading sessions, we're going to have some weakness and some light trading. So anything can happen, but for the most part, I think we're going to trend sideways before we gain enough strength toward the end of the year, perhaps into the beginning of the next year before we break above that 280. So this is my last video. I'll be back a week from Friday's update. I won't have anything for you until that following weekend, but as soon as I get back, I'm going to be in the air. But as soon as I land, I'll start producing some videos for you. I apologize for the gap of lack of videos that will not come out next week, but I couldn't avoid it. So, for those of you who are my regular subscribers, I do appreciate you. I hope you have happy holidays. And for those who are viewing this, if you get anything out of it, if you enjoy it, please subscribe. So, for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.